just question the wisdom in releasing this to the public?
I don't know. It's just so normal.
I know, for once I actually felt like
on.
Meghan was relatable. A woman that I don't think most women find.
I mean, it's
that
easy
relatable.
for me to say from afar, but I would say get over yourselves. Like, you know.
What, Meghan and Harry?
No,
the UK generally.
The UK press, you know, I'm livid. I'm livid. I mean, the late Queen did used to say, never complain, never survive. I mean, it's not the 1800s. Come on. I mean, everyone's using social media. I just feel like we should celebrate people being themselves. And if
they want to be relevant.
Like, so be it. No?
What's
next for the Sussexes?
I like them more this week, I got to say. I think we've hammered that home, that we're kind of on board with this. I would have liked to have been a fly on the wall when King Charles first laid eyes on that video. We'll never know his reaction.
Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by and welcome back to the channel. Grab your tea and settle in because today's royal story is one for the history books. It's got everything: drama, surprise, and yes, some serious shade being thrown on live TV. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any updates on the royal family. Here we celebrate Harry and Meghan. We're diving deep into the moment. Victoria Arbiter, one of the British royal family's most vocal commentators, got blindsided during a live broadcast. And not just by anyone, by people who usually agree with her. If you've been following the royal saga, especially Meghan and Harry's ongoing media saga, you already know the press doesn't always cut them any slack. But this time, even the toughest critics seem to be over it. So what happened exactly? Let me take you through the moment that had the internet gasping, the studio silent, and Twitter exploding. First off, who is Victoria Arbiter? If you're not familiar, she's a British royal commentator, often a guest on international news programs, known for her sharp critiques, especially when it comes to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. She's kind of the go-to voice for a traditional perspective on the monarchy. Now picture this: an Australian TV studio. Arbiter is ready to do what she does best: break down the latest Sussex news and, as usual, lean into that classic skepticism. You know the drill. Meghan's too outspoken, Harry's too rebellious, and their move to America. The media loves to dissect every word and smile. But here's the kicker. During this particular segment, things didn't go according to script. As Victoria starts to launch into her usual commentary, the sort that sounds rehearsed because, well, it probably is, the host suddenly cuts her off. No warning, no soft transition, just a blunt, "Get over yourselves." Boom. Mic drop moment. Now, if you imagine Victoria's reaction, think of someone who's been serving criticism for years, suddenly caught off guard and speechless. The room freezes. You could hear a pin drop, or in this case, a collective gasp from the studio audience. Victoria's face tightened, her jaw clenched. This was clearly not in the script. And why was that line so impactful? Because it called out not just Victoria, but the entire British press's obsession with dragging Meghan and Harry through the mud, as if it's still 2019. It shattered the "never complain, never explain" royal mantra, the old school rule pushed by the late Queen Elizabeth, and threw it right into the dustbin of outdated traditions. Think about it. The monarchy has always been this almost untouchable institution, wrapped up in rituals, protocols, and carefully curated images. But social media and the global audience are changing the game. People want real, raw moments. They want to see authenticity, not perfection or stiff public optics. And Meghan? She's been a lightning rod for all of this because she dared to be different. More outspoken, more vulnerable, and sometimes just downright awkward. The video that sparked this whole conversation was exactly that. A candid, behind-the-scenes clip where Meghan was laughing, flubbing her lines, just being herself. For many people around the world, this was a breath of fresh air. Seeing a royal act human, not flawless, was wildly relatable. Suddenly, the narrative flipped. The global audience wasn't just tolerating Meghan, they were actually connecting with her. And here's the twist. Even some of the most skeptical commentators and fans started to say, "Enough already." This wasn't just a small group. It was a global eye roll. From New York to Nairobi, people were collectively tired of the British press's obsession with the Sussexes. The once dominant UK media that used to dictate how the world talked about the royals is losing its grip. The internet lit up with memes mocking the whole situation, including the iconic apartheid Barbie nickname thrown at Victoria Arbiter after that moment. It was like a scene straight out of a comedy drama, mixing Mean Girls' sass with royal pomp. Meanwhile, you've got to wonder, what did the royals themselves think? Imagine King Charles seeing that video pop up on his phone or TV. Did he raise an eyebrow, smile slyly, maybe roll his eyes like the rest of us? Or perhaps he quietly whispered to Camilla, "Here we go again," as if this was just another day in royal life. We'll probably never know what exactly happened behind those palace doors. The royal family is notoriously private, but this moment sends a powerful message that no matter the drama, the Sussexes continue living their lives, smiling in public, and refusing to be crushed by relentless media hate. This story is about more than just one TV segment. It's about the collision of old-world royal tradition with modern expectations. The monarchy has always been about control, controlling the narrative, the image, the message. But today's audience demands authenticity. They want to see humans, flaws and all, not polished robots who never laugh off script. Meghan's awkward laugh, her genuine slip-ups, the way she lets her guard down. That's what connects. It's a reminder that behind the crowns and tiaras, these are real people. And for some, that's hard to accept. So, what does all this mean for royal watchers and the media? The cracks in the royal PR matrix are showing. Commentators are being challenged, the public is evolving, and Meghan and Harry are quietly changing the narrative just by being themselves. Victoria Arbiter's lash loss moment on live TV might be funny to us, but it's also a sign of bigger shifts. Shifts in who controls the story and how the world views the monarchy. And if this story teaches us anything, it's to expect the unexpected and maybe, just maybe, to appreciate a little royal awkwardness now and then. Thanks so much for hanging out and hearing me unpack this royal moment. If you like this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and tell me in the comments, what was your reaction to that Victoria Arbiter moment? Do you think the British press is finally losing its grip? I want to know. Catch you next time, and until then, take care.